Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sun Mountain Savannah, where we are currently looking over what will no doubt be a field full of giraffes any minute now, because I am so excited about this. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. We managed to make quite a bit of money off of the grants of adopting out our Aardwolves to other wild areas where they can now repopulate the population there. And we are settling in and getting ready to ignore all the pleading of the guest for more bathrooms. You guys are just gonna have to hold it, because I have no idea how we have gone so long without having giraffes come and join us here in our safari. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. I want these guys in my life, and the sooner we add them in, the sooner they can start breeding and get their numbers up, so that when we do actually begin to have some predators come and join us, we don't need to be quite as worried about the effects that the predators could have on the populations here. So let's go ahead and add in the reticulated giraffe. And maybe the mossy-eyed giraffe. I'm kind of thinking I want a few of each, but it's going to determine this time not on a wild migration like the ones that happen for free every 3 months, aka 3 episodes in this series. Instead, it is going to rely entirely on the money that we have made, so that's going to be a little trickier. Let's make sure that the giraffes would be super happy before we add them in. Let's look at the food. They're going to need to eat branches. Oh, we don't have the up branches yet. Oh, I need to get more stars. See, this is why I have to pay attention to the guest, because the more I pay attention to the guest, the more we will actually get more stars, and the more I can take care of our animals. Because we don't actually have the special feeders that go up in the air for the giraffes to eat. So phooey on that, in my opinion. Phooey on that. But we do have branches that can actually go down on the ground. So that would be most likely the acacia branches, because those are the chosen trees of giraffes that they really like to eat from. And they do sometimes grow in little clusters like this. So I kind of wanted to add in the giraffes over here because it's a big open area. And we'll put down a few of the trees. Oh my gosh, one of the hippos has actually worked its way. Liam! Liam, what are you doing here? I mean, I guess there's like food for you, dude, but I never imagined we'd see Liam all the way out here. Let's get some like grass scattered around. So it looks like our male hippo, no wonder the females are complaining about not having a mate. Our hippo has left his pond. He might have in fact, if we could afford it, the hippos have been like saying they want to mate, but not being able to find a mate. We might have a new male hippo move in and take Liam's pond because he has left his territory unguarded. That's going to be an interesting conundrum. Let's also add in one of the mud patches that we put down. Maybe right over here. So we're going to add in a mud patch. And actually, next time will be the 12th adventure that we have had here. The 12th month that has passed since we have arrived in this land. So we might actually have coming up a rainy season. So every 12 episodes I roll to see if we have a strong rainy season or not. If we do not have a strong rainy season, we might see some of our waterways shrink. If we do have a strong rainy season, and some of our trees that have water, like some of our little water patches, those may disappear if we have a weak rainy season. And if we have a really strong one, we might actually see this whole river fill in and become connected, and animals relating to waterways start coming and joining us. So that would be kind of interesting to see too. All right, and let's actually make... Dang it, Liam! You threw me off. I was trying to work on my giraffes. He doesn't care. He's busy pooping. That sounds like a hippo to me. And actually, the way the hippos poop, and I'm sure you guys know this by now, but hippos do use their dung to mark their territory. So they have what is called helicopter poop, which, yeah, they get into the water, or they get onto the land, and they poo and they swing their tails around like a helicopter rudder, and they spread their poo everywhere. So they send it flying in all directions. That may have you cackling like a little kid. That may have you like going, oh, that's so gross. But that is truly what they do in order to spread their territory markers. So don't think it's for no reason. It is for a purpose. It's so that the hippos can spread their territory. They can mark where they're at. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but when a lot of creatures like leave behind their scents that way, they're also communicating different conditions. Like, hey, I'm a big, tough hippo. This is my spot. You can't have it. Or they're communicating, I am a lovely, dainty, like ton-sized female hippo looking for love. So that may be the scent that is carried in the poo that flies everywhere, so that then some of the male hippos in the area can know, oh, there is a lovely female. I must go see her. All right, that makes a good little watering hole over there, doesn't it? Nice. All right, so back to my giraffes, because I want to have these beautiful things in my life. We do want to entertain our guests now that I know we need the better feeders. But for now, my poor giraffes will be able to eat from the fallen branches of the acacia trees. So we will go around to all of the acacia trees, and we will add in branches that will have fallen. Let's add an acacia tree down here too. So yeah, we'll put in a few over here, and actually... Oh yeah, we need a shelter for them, which is going to be a little awkward to kind of like hide. But maybe we can make the shelter kind of like in the trees. Maybe we can make it just sort of like to the side. This is one of the more awkward moments of doing it this way, but here, we'll put like a few acacia trees. I think we can vaguely sort of kinda hide the fact that there is an animal shelter there. And we can vaguely sorta kinda do the same thing over here as well. There we go. You gotta just use your imagination sometimes. That's honestly, if I had to give anybody any kind of like commencement speech advice, it would be that you never know how powerful your imagination could be for you. Alright, so there's that, and then what we might do is after we put some of the giraffes down, if they're like, I need some privacy, we'll see if there's a big open area that we could add in another giraffe barn in. For what they need is salt, so we'll spread some salt about along the waterways. I hope we don't lose this salt when the rain comes, because that would kind of suck a little bit. Oh, and carrots! We could actually put those down for sure, because the aardvarks, if we can find the aardvarks, I read something amazing about the aardvarks. They have one type of fruit that they will actually eat. Just one. Oh gosh, they really need their privacy. So we do probably need to get the stars up and see if we can have a better den for them. But the aardvarks, it turns out, will eat insects, the termites, and one type of fruit called the aardvark cucumber, and I thought that was so adorable. So let's put down the aardvark cucumber, which we don't really have, but we'll pretend we have. What should we make it look like? Oregano? These little fluffy things? Blushing brides. Okay, we'll go with these. We'll call these a patch of aardvark cucumber. And we'll put down a few patches where the aardvarks hang out, because the aardvark cucumber, as a plant species, is 100% reliant upon the aardvark to spread its seeds. So, I mean, what kind of plant strategy is that? Hey, I literally, like, am going to have a creature that normally only eats termites come and eat me and spread my seeds. That's ridiculous. That is a bad plan, aardvark cucumber. But we'll put down some of those. Look at the baby! We have more baby aardwolves. Oh my gosh. And this one is actually the child of Adam and Eva. How exciting is that? Going to go play fight with its sibling. I'm going to need to name these guys after more of you. This is just tickling me pink. I love it. And I think we have a great location set up for our giraffes. I've been talking for like ever about adding these guys in now. Is that everything I can think of? Maybe a few little merry thistles just to welcome them on their way. I do love them so. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to add in 1 male. And how much can I afford? 1 male and 2 females, and that is literally all I can afford, and now we are broke. But we have giraffes! We have giraffes in our safari savannah! This brings me so much joy right now. This brings me a ridiculous amount of joy. So welcome to our lovely reticulated giraffes. Hopefully they will find comfort, they will start breeding, they will be able to bring in some little ones that we can send off for funds. There we go, good. They're getting drinks, they're eating, they're settling in. I'm gonna have to give them some really special names. Mate and worker can't reach. Oh, the trash can is stuck. There we go. And hopefully, now that we're flat broke because I spent all of our money on giraffes, we can start making our wonderful safari savannah even better. So, oh, this is so exciting. This is exactly what I wanted. And I also am realizing that I also wanted to have the other Jeep tours coming through here, and now we're not going to be able to fit that. Huh. Well, let's see. We have a ton of bee eaters, as usual. This one is looking for a place to lay her egg. This one is gonna fly away because it's too miserable, and we can get some data on that. We have a lot of bee eaters. Like a holy cannoli amount of bee eaters. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and to earn some funds, adopt out a few of them. Oh, this one, see? That one, I know it sounds ruthless, but I just really think that it fits to imagine like, oh, that one just didn't make it. No, not my reticulated giraffes. Oh, they're eating the carrots. That's so cute. And they're going to investigate the regurgitated meat. So they're actually interested in what the aardwolves are up to. And what about, we do have so many aardwolves. Do we have, has Adam grown up into an adult? He has, he's yawning. What about his siblings? Are you still a baby? Yeah, they're still babies. So unfortunately, oh no, those aren't even his siblings. I thought his mother was expecting more. His mother? Oh, that's Ava. Wait a second. Did my original aardwolves pass away of old age? Oh, gracious me. I think they did. And I missed it. Oh, my heart. I don't even remember their names. No. Oh, that makes me so sad. Oh my gosh, Dan, you now have inherited your family's location, and if I could afford it right now, I so as heck would actually. Can we afford it? Can we get Dan a mate? We need to get Dan a mate. I didn't realize my aardwolf population dipped a little bit. That I love them so. We need to start getting more animals because the more they breed, the more we'll be able to lean on that as a potential income source as well. And again, I kind of just imagine that the breeding represents success and grants because you don't actually want to go around 15,000. Do I even have enough to adopt out of the bee eaters? I mean, we could do that. Checking on egg. Oh dear, that makes me feel too guilty. All right, we can have several of them begin to fly the coop. Several of them. It's very crowded around these parts after all. There we go. That's horse lover. I try not to adopt out the named ones, but all right, that one wants to lay an egg. Jacob and Gizmo. I really don't think that the bee eaters actually are capable of dying of old age. So this is proving to be kind of required, but oh my gosh, there's so many of them. And yet not as many as I would think. I don't think there's going to be $15,000 worth of bee eaters is the bottom line, unfortunately. I suppose I'm gonna have to go back the old-fashioned way to making the guest happy. I think that is kind of appearing. Oh, and the road antelope is giving birth. Yes, we'll have more antelopes. We will have more antelopes. I guess I could adopt out one of the hippos, but gosh, this is really interesting to see. Oh, there's the new antelope baby. Welcome, little one. This is so interesting to see kind of the struggle between trying to really manage the business side of things and trying to manage to continue to grow our beautiful safari savanna side of things. Where are all my giraffes? There they are. They're all hanging out with the aardvark cucumbers, and hopefully let's get our guests up here and they can start seeing some of the giraffes, which hopefully will, like, if it was me, I would just dump my wallet. I would be like, I love you. Take all my money. Take all my money, beloveds. There we go. And we'll have them loop around like this. And I think we can even make it so that we'll have like a little, maybe like a little fountain or shop area. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and do this. And I'll remove some of that in just a bit. We could add in like some desserts or something. So, ah! I spent too much money. I spent too much money. I take it back. I take it back. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to pay attention to these people again. And we might actually have to have an aardvark or two who's miserable. Oh, let's send out one of our male aardvarks. One of the ones who isn't near a female. Oh, it's two male aardvarks. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Definitely a struggle, my friends. Definitely a struggle, but it's time for me to stop pretending and to stop taking things more seriously. If we really want to see this place thrive, I need to actually start thinking about the animals who could bring in a lot more funds, like our giraffes, for instance. And I need to start thinking about ways to actually entertain our guests and convince them to part with their hard-earned dollars. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our giraffes to have their wonderful cucumbers. I do think that they would very much appreciate that. I know I do. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have the giraffes now. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. Oh my goodness, I love you. I love you. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.